Drag Racing Weekly with Taylor Larson and Tyler Jackson. Call 406-577 live on our hotline. Also like us on Facebook, Instagram, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Call 406. Okay, well, we got a new intro, but we haven't quite figured everything out yet. And, so we're doing it manually tonight. And if you guys haven't noticed, I screwed it up the last 3 times we've done it. So call 406-577-1600. There's last 4 digits.
And shook a million hands. I don't know where I'm going, but I know just where I've been. I've flown a million miles, and I wrote so many more. Every day a castaway, a vagabond battle. Been 1,000 places and shook a million hands. I don't know where I'm going, but I know just where I've been. I've flown a million miles, and I wrote so many more. Every day a castaway, a vagabond battle born. A battle born. A battle born. Every day a castaway, a vagabond battle born.
So you rock the meantime, NHRA World Champion. You're listening to Drag Racing Weekly. Hey, this is Ron Capps driving the Napa Auto Parts Fuel Funny Car. You're listening to Drag Racing Weekly. Hey, this is Larry Dixon, and when I'm not going 300 miles an hour, I'm listening to Drag Racing Weekly.
And when we're not going 300 miles an hour or messing up entries on the intros and all that stuff, you're on with Tyler Jackson.
And Taylor Larson over here.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
I'm in the same boat.
Oh, nice. It's a great boat.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Hoping not to wake up in it Sunday morning.
I spent half an hour last week gluing the mic stand, and we're not even using it. What is the problem here?
I'm actually kind of addicted to holding the mic.
Oh, boy. Okay. That's all good.
Now, we're in a real not sure what... No.
What?
We're not real sure what we're going to talk about quite tonight because nothing happened.
Nothing happened at all in the drag racing industry, except for, I was on Facebook yesterday.
And we're going to talk about it just a little bit later. It's coming up.
You don't even know what I was going to say.
Actually, I do.
All right. Well, what do you have in store for us?
I'm thinking we're going to talk a little bit of actual Death Punch. Yeah. 5-Finger Death Punch. Because, well, we got nothing else to talk about.
So true.
And, we went to their concert in Missoula. And that was tons of fun.
Yeah, it was a blast.
And it was actually Taylor Larson's very first concert.
It was my very first concert.
What did you think?
I thought it was pretty awesome.
Give us some insight.
Well, okay, so, I saw a post from a guy on Facebook. He was like, he posted 16. So, I want to know.
I don't know, did I ever change that?
Nope. So, anyway, that was Tyler Jackson because he messed up. But, it was an incredible time. If any of you listeners haven't ever gone to one, you should go because it's awesome. And it was just great. It was really hot.
Yeah, it was. I mean, Papa Roach was there too. It was In This Moment, From Ashes to New, Papa Roach, and 5-Finger Death Punch. Now, the first band from In This Ashes was all right.
In This Ashes?
From
Which, never heard of that one.
From Ashes to New. They're all right. I mean, they're starting out. They only have 9 songs.
Only 9 albums.
And they have 5 on one album and 4 on the other.
Facepalm.
And so, listening to them, we got in, bought some shirts.
And, you know,
They're all right.
they're all right. They're pretty cool. Some people there spent like $120 just on shirts. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was. And anyway, so, then In This Moment came out. And, I'm not a huge In This Moment fan, but they had a really cool performance.
It did. It was pretty awesome.
It was pretty awesome.
Uh-huh.
Like, the drummer got hit in the face with a balloon, and he was like, what the?
That was
He
incredible.
couldn't do anything about it because he was drumming.
Just laughing out loud.
So, but then Papa Roach came out, and, I started getting into it.
Yeah, you were like falling over chairs.
No, that was next.
All right. Well, you were like showering. It was crazy.
Yeah, it looked like I had just gotten out of the shower because it was so hot in the place.
It was like 83 degrees, and they had like the heater on all the way.
Yeah, it was freaking hot. So, but it was lots of fun there for Papa Roach. And, what was your favorite song by Papa Roach?
Papa the Roach.
Papa Roach.
I think we're going to have to go with Gravity on that one, because Gravity is life.
Gravity's one of their newest songs.
Yeah, well, I was there on the day Truth died.
Yeah. And did you know that Face Everything and Rise is another one of their newest songs?
I did. I actually did know that. That's actually the thing for their name of their album.
Yeah, Fear. And then, it's kind of a cool little lesson, actually.
It is. It's pretty awesome.
Mike slipped out of my hand.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Some good songs on.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh, the adventures of Taylor and Tyler.
They get pretty crazy.
We ought to do like a video chat one of these days with these guys.
A video chat with these guys.
Our listeners. The listeners.
We should. We used to film our podcast back in the day.
Yeah. Back when we had Jet Racing 365, and that was interesting. I mean, never got old. Yeah, that didn't work.
No, it really didn't.
But anyway, okay, so that was kind of that. Death Punch then came out, and man, I was into it.
What you were not into was our row of seats, because you were like falling over the top of everyone else.
That is true. It doesn't help that everybody in front of us and next to us was that freaking smoking weed.
So true. We were probably higher than them.
Yeah, I know. When I'm walking back to the hotel, and I'm like, what?
Crit.
Yeah. And then we drove to Wendy's.
Oh, that was fun. And then we got lost.
Yeah.
Because so we go to Wendy's, right? Tyler Jackson, he's never been to this town. This was in Missoula, Montana. I'd been there like once, like 6 years ago. Okay, so he was like, let's go to McDonald's. Taco Bell was closed. Burger King was closed. And that was all it was around in walking distance. Pizza Hut was open, but we wanted fast food. We needed food at the instant, So,
But we had to drive to 18 miles to get it.
yeah, so we go to Wendy's on like the opposite corner of this little town here. And on the way back, I'm like, you need Google Maps to get back? And he's like, no, I'll get it. 40 minutes later, we get back to the motel because he got lost.
And to find out that I had actually just driven in a big circle.
We did, too. It was just whoop.
And I almost hit a deer.
And you almost got pulled over.
Yeah. That would have sucked.
Yeah, you don't want to go to jail there.
Yeah. I don't So that was it was a really fun concert. I had a great night. It was probably the greatest night in a long time.
I agree. It was just incredible.
It was heavy metal.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was light metal.
Heavy metal. I watched the video yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it or not. You probably have.
Probably.
Because you've seen like every video in the world.
Yeah.
Because that's all you do is just sit there on YouTube.
That is so accurate.
This guy at a Five Finger Death Punch concert threw this guy on the floor. And it's this video at this concert, and Ivan Moody goes on for like 5 minutes about how we don't do that, man.
I probably have seen that one, but I'd have to see it again to know if I've seen it.
Uh-huh.
Show it to me.
It's pretty. Right now?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're actually taking a backup voice recording of this podcast, because as we can see, we keep losing connection.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So that's great. Well, this isn't going to work.
Fan-freaking-tastic.
We're going to YouTube. Tyler Jackson wants to see video. Why don't we just use my phone? I agree. Because your phone does not have YouTube.
Don't be a scalawag.
You still haven't moved.
What? Yes, I did. It's in media now, okay?
Okay. Only Tyler Jackson has YouTube and iFunny in the same folder.
They're media.
That is true.
So, you know what I was doing last night?
Making a bracket? No, that was Monday night. I don't know. What were you doing last night?
I don't know.
Oh.
No, I do. I was over Young Marines, and this podcast, it's kind of going to be about us tonight because nothing happened at all.
Yeah, it was a boring weekend for the drag racing deal.
Yeah, I've seen this one.
Yeah.
The first 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool video. NASCAR starts this weekend too. Chase and Countdown starting the same day, Sunday. NASCAR's over in Chicago. NHRA's in Charlotte for the Carolina Nationals, Z-Max Dragway. So, points were reset recently. And, everyone's pretty close now. They're the same as last week. So go back to last week's show, check out those points. Or go to NHRA app or NHRA.com or anywhere you can find NHRA points. They've been reset for the countdown to the championship.
And we will be talking about the YDS points here in about 3 seconds.
Yes, we will. Now, Tyler Jackson, he's leading the YDS points. Second place, Callie Allen, not going to be there for the final race.
Right.
So Tyler Jackson pretty much has the championship locked up, but not quite.
There's a chance I could lose it.
There's a chance that, Scotty Erickson, he could take the win in the point standings. So we're going to have to be careful with that because Tyler Jackson, he's got to take home the championship for DRW. Taylor Larson's hopefully going to be out there taking some points away from the other guys.
They're going to say from me.
No, it could happen. So we'll just have to see what happens. That's next weekend, I think. Is it? No, it's not next weekend. It's in 2 weeks. Is it next weekend?
Well, it won't be this weekend. It'll be next weekend.
Oh, yeah, because this weekend's Sideways Saturdays. Yeah.
Oh, you got the burn trainer this weekend.
Oh, you got the burn trainer this weekend. Oh, man.
I don't know what's going to happen.
So, that'll be good. Tyler Jackson looking to take home the win.
I might send you with the cameras if we go.
Oh, Tyler Jackson might send me with the camera equipment. Didn't show up to the most important race, so she's fired.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, she's done. She missed her 18 chances.
She gone.
Yep, she gone.
She gone?
So, Tyler Jackson. I do too, dude. It's awesome. Tyler Jackson's back from his video. Now, how was that experience for you?
I've seen it a million times. And well, I did the millisecond that I saw it.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get a Pepsi.
Okay, where's the YDS points? We already got it.
We already...
Anyway, get me a do.
Okay.
So yeah, we're hoping to clinch home the championship, but it's not about points, it's not about winning.
Yes, it is.
It's about having fun.
Losing is not fun.
Taylor would know. He gone. No, everybody, winning is a blast, and winning is important, but it's pretty hard to win without the friends that you got behind you and stuff like that. And so it means a lot to me to be out with some of my best. What the?
What?
He just fell again. I wasn't even touching anything. Anyway, it's not about. I mean, it is. It's about. I mean, it's. Just shut up and let me rant.
You got it, Bob.
It's what matters is I got the greatest friends out there. I got my teammate and my crew chief who's out there every time I'm out there racing, and even on some of the times that he can't make it, we're still on the phone and stuff, and he's still kind of telling me how to run the car and kind of what to do, and so it's pretty nice. I love it, and I love having my crew chief and my teammate out there. And
when I left,
I didn't even touch anything.
And the Sand Trooper were standing.
And Obi.
And Obi-Wan Kenobi.
But anyway, so it's great to have my best friend, my championship buddy, my teammate, and most of all my crew chief out there. And I'm not trying to talk to the public here. Anyway, but I got some of the greatest friends out there too. I got Coy Kyle, I got Shelby out. Shelby Martelli, she's great. Me and her talk all the time. We're pretty good friends, and love talking to Shelby. Love having her and stuff out there. We got Callie Allen, Scotty Erickson. Scotty's a great guy. Love Scotty and the Ericksons. They're great people. We got Jordan Johnson and the Big Sky family out there, and it's cool that they come up every weekend and come and race, and it's great to have like Zach Zier from Wyoming come up, and it's really good.
It is really good. It's awesome.
And we're hoping to have Taylor Larson out here full time. I'm hoping next season.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome, wouldn't it?
Because I'm planning on getting my car put together this winter, and I'm saving up for it and stuff like that to buy a chassis, and I'm hoping to get something put together and be ready to rock and roll for next season.
Nice.
So that's kind of how that's going to be going. But like I said, it's a blast going out to YDS, and thanks to all the McCarthys and everybody out there.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks to our photographer, who's not our official photographer, but we take her photos, and she lets us take her photos over at Sparkles Photography.
Great pictures.
We thank Stacy. She's kind of had a rough year, and we're not going to go into detail because that's none of your guys' business. But Stacy's she's a great photographer. We love having her out of the track, and it's great that she. She's out there. She takes amazing pictures. She hasn't been able, like I said, to make it every time this year. But the great thing is she loves us. We love her. She's a great photographer, and we're glad to have her on board.
Yeah. Thanks, Stacy. You're awesome.
So, but, C.W. McCarthy, Dennis McCarthy, Julie McCarthy, Dave McCarthy. Lots of McCarthys. Well, it's a family deal. It's a family deal that it's cool.
It's awesome. It's cool.
That's cool.
That's cool.
I thought I had a text.
Oh, I'll text you.
No, if you do it, I'll murder you.
So speaking of text, I downloaded iOS 9 today.
They have that?
It's weird.
They have that? I haven't gotten it yet. Oh. What's weird about it?
You ready to see what's weird about it?
Yeah. It's from the left now?
Mm-hmm.
Should I not do it?
Do you want to do it?
What else has changed? Oh, that's kind of a cool update, though. What does that do? You just swipe. Whoa. Is that like what you've opened recently?
Yeah. There's this new app they added. One of those, how they, with like every update, they add some of those stupid apps that no one wants that you can't delete.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they added a new one. It's called Find Friends.
For the lonely people.
For the stalkers.
Oh.
What you can do is if you have location services enabled on your phone, which pretty much everyone does.
Yeah.
You can
I don't.
Okay, well you can add people on this app, and if they accept, you can see where they are at all times, or at least where their phone is.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah, it's really creepy.
I'm making sure that's going off.
I agree.
Or just not accepting.
Yeah.
I'm going to find out where you are. That's going to be really loud when they listen to that. I watched the audio thing just go from nothing to red.
What you do is you just, so that's pretty cool. They changed the font of everything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gonna be really loud. I need to back away from the mic.
Yeah, you do need to back away from the mic. Other than that, nothing really too major. Some new emojis are coming soon.
Aliens.
Tacos.
Oh my God. Did you hear about the dictionary thing?
The dictionary thing. No.
They added some new words to the dictionary,
Oh, no.
and they are interesting.
So while we're talking about that, we're going to share the news of Alan Johnson Racing.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were talking about racing.
What's the show called?
Drag Racing Weekly. But we haven't talked a single minute of drag racing tonight.
So true. So, Alan Johnson Racing actually suspended operations this week due to lack of sponsorship, which means Sean Langdon is out of the countdown.
So who's going to take his spot?
No one. He's going to finish 10th with 2,000 points.
Oh.
Yep. So, that's too bad for Alan Johnson and Sean Langdon, but they said they are working on stuff for next year and plan on being back in full force next year. They're just taking the countdown off, which is kind of odd, but okay. Whatever you want to do, It's just a better chance of Brittany Force to take home her first Wally championship. Or Tony Schumacher to take home his 9th Wally championship. Or Larry Dixon to take home his 4th Wally championship. Or, whatever happens. But we'll just have to see how it goes in November at Pomona.
Yes. That sounded like Darth Helmet.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, not sure what the dictionary has to do with anything, but we're not going to talk about it. What?
Oh!
Your facial expression was classic.
So I go to Target today at lunch, right?
Here we go.
I wanted Oreos.
I had some. Oh, he's going.
Oreo.
Yes.
So, I go to Target today because I want Oreos, right? So I go to Target, I buy Oreos, and I go to leave Target to go back to school, and my car won't start. And I'm like, no. So, I had one of our, I had Adam Larson with me, and how do you plan on eating the Oreo while eating the mic?
Just talk.
I had Adam Larson with me. So we had to walk back to school from Target, but that wasn't the worst part. The worst part was after school realizing we had to walk back to Target to get the car. And then it started. You just got to give it some time, like a few hours.
Not sure what that had to do with anything at all, but...
I was more to do with racing than what we've been talking about for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
Don Larson washed off my windshield numbers.
I noticed that. I was like, wait a minute.
Sucks.
That's okay, though. You'll have him back on there, hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I got to get my transmission fixed. Hey, bring both back.
What?
Give me one more. That works. Sorry, we're eating Oreos.
It's important. Five Finger Death Punch dedicated a song to Oreos. It's called Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah, it does sound like you're saying Oreo. Take the mic.
Now, I'm sure you listeners have had or at least heard of double stuffed Oreos. But now Tyler Jackson, he has not double, not quadruple, not hexuple, but heptuple. Yeah, that's times 8 stuffed Oreos. Well, Oreo. As he has combined the cream of 4 double stuffed Oreos and put a top and bottom on it, and I believe he might attempt to eat this. It's like going to be like Shaggy off Scooby-Doo. He's just going to have like a 10-foot tall sandwich and just inhale it.
Do you have a ruler?
Yeah, it's in the in there. It's in on the top. It's silver. Might have to take some stuff out. This is crazy, guys. This show is gonna make up like a whole blooper show. Why It's come to the point where we are measuring the height of our Oreos.
It's a 1-inch Oreo.
Thanks for that information. That's incredible.
It's a 1-inch octuple.
No, wait, that would be 7. It's octuple.
Yeah, it's
It's an octopus. Oh, wow. Right.
But like us on Facebook, 1,000 like, it's a free t-shirt.
Yeah, y'all want those free t-shirts, don't you?
We're not quite almost to 6, but we're almost to 6.
We've been at 530 something for like 3 years. Yeah, you're gonna take a picture.
Yeah.
You know, we learned recently that Tyler Jackson doesn't actually have a face. Because we downloaded the new Snapchat update, and it won't read his face. So that's interesting. But you know, that's okay. Oh, Tyler Jackson's gonna dunk his Oreos in Mountain Dew. Or something. Oh, he's putting them on top of his Mountain Dew can. He's photographing. Oh, good job. Wow. Oh, dude, I found the best news yesterday. On October 19th, 2015, anyone who wants to will be able to purchase tickets for Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Nice. Not me. You told me not to. Who was it?
Who's basketball for life? 671. I don't know.
Please. I have no clue. Who is basketball for life?
Who do you think it is?
Adam.
Probably.
How'd he get a phone? We'll have to investigate this report.
Well, until next time. No, I just totally. Wow, I don't know what happened to Taylor. He like flew out of the studio chair and onto the studio bed.
Yeah, you blew me away.
That's weird.
That's a good song.
Did you know that Samuel L. Jackson is standing straight up?
No, I did not. My number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I'm your Facebook friend and you don't have my phone number,
There's a reason.
Facebook, yeah, there's a reason you don't.
There is a reason.
If I want you to have my number, I'll make sure you get my number.
And Taylor Larson doesn't want to give his number to anybody anyway.
That's so true.
You know, Taylor Larson and I, we are 11 seconds out, and we love you guys, and we'll have a good night. I hope you guys have a good night, too. All right, Drag Racing Weekly, Wednesday night, September 15th, 2015. You guys are out of here.
September 15th was last night.
September 16th, have a great night. Love you guys. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and here we go.
Bye.